Here are today's top stories. Batangas province mourns the death of Mayor Antonio Halili as police investigate possible motives for the murder. A survey conducted by Malacanang indicates that the majority of Filipinos are supportive of the government's efforts to fight illegal drugs. In General Santos City, over 300 persons are arrested for violation of traffic and other local ordinances. And police dismantle a kidnapping syndicate operating in the new Bilibid prison. Good day, I'm Pia Rosas Morato. Welcome to the PNA Newsroom. We begin with condolences pouring in over the gruesome death of Tanawan City Mayor Antonio Halili during flag raising rites yesterday. Meanwhile, the PNP is looking at the mayor's tough treatment towards criminals as a possible motive for the crime. Here's a report.
Batangas Governor Hermelando Mandanas mourns the loss of Tanawan City Mayor Antonio Halili after a still unidentified assassin gunned down the local chief executive during Monday's flag-raising rites at the Tanawan City Hall. In an official statement, Mandanas expressed condolences and extended the sympathy of the Batangueños on the mayor's untimely demise. He also condemned the shooting incident, saying the killing is a big challenge to the peace and order of the province, as he immediately called for law enforcement agencies to intensify their efforts to ensure the safety and security of every Batangueño. Mandanas also appealed to his province mates to continue to pray for peace in the province, as he calls for long-lasting peace for everyone through intercession from God. Malacanang says Halili's death was a great loss in the government's campaign against crime and illegal drugs. Presidential spokesperson Harry Roque says the government will ensure that justice will be served. Meanwhile, police are looking at Halili's controversial walk of shame as a possible motive for his assassination. Halili is known for parading arrested criminals as a crime deterrent. PNP Chief Oscar Albayalde says a special unit is being put up in the regional level to investigate the crime. The PNP Crime Laboratory has yet to determine what gun was used in the mayor's assassination. For the PNA Newsroom, I'm Bench Bondo.
The PNP dismissed allegations of an emerging pattern in the killings of officials stripped off police security. PNP Chief Oscar Albayalde made the statement following the shooting of Tanawan, Batangas Mayor Antonio Halili. The mayor was among the local officials who lost police protection after being identified in the president's narco list of suspected drug coddlers. Albayalde, however, says it is too early to presume that lack of police protection led to Halili's death. He stressed that the local government has its own security, especially since the police participate in flag ceremonies. Aside from Halili, other Batangas officials in the narco list are Iban Mayor Danny Torreja, Lemery Mayor Larry Alilio, and two others. Last May, former La Union Congressman Eufranio Erigel was killed soon after his police security was recalled for his inclusion in the narco list. The government reiterates its commitment to the peace process as it encourages rebel groups to hold dialogues. Malacanang made this assurance amid Communist Party of the Philippines founding chairman Jose Maria Sison's statement breaking off from the peace negotiations. Presidential spokesperson Harry Roque says groups who wish to talk peace are welcome to meet with the government peace panel. He adds that the holding of peace talks is one of President Rodrigo Duterte's priorities, which is why the government is not closing its doors on other rebels. Senator Panfilo Lacson earlier urged the president to stop listening to Sison, who had pronounced that the CPP-NPA would rather oust the president. Majority of Filipinos still support the Duterte administration's war on illegal drugs based on a survey obtained by Malacanang. Presidential spokesperson Harry Roque says 86% of Filipinos continue to support the government's anti-illegal drugs campaign. Roque says most Filipinos are convinced that the government's actions against the illegal drug trade have made communities safer and more peaceful. Along with the drug war, Roque says the government will continue its campaign to stop corruption, starting with those who are close to the president. The Presidential Communications Operations Office is ready to reveal its data on the Duterte administration's anti-drugs and anti-criminality to interested sectors, including the Commission on Human Rights. This is to clarify the supposed discrepancies between the government's figures and those announced in the media through the CHR and the private sector. Assistant Secretary Ana Maria Banag says the public is welcome to scrutinize their data, particularly on those arrested and killed in police operations. She maintains that the PCOO's data is complete, including details of the incident, the suspect's name, and other records. As of May 15, anti-drug operations increased by 69%, leading to the arrest of other 99,000 drug personalities. Still to come, experts predict the peso to move against the US dollar within target range this year. Over 300 persons in General Santos City are arrested for violation of traffic and other local ordinances. These and more when the PNA Newsroom continues.
This is the real deal, the real McCoy. We are on an actual subway station construction site, and this will also happen in the Philippines in a few months' time. Pumasyal kami nung staff ko sa Tokyo Metro Learning Institute.
Nakita mo?
Yun, yung sabi mo sa akin, nakita ko. Ganun ba yung dadalhin mo sa...
Ganun ang dadalhin natin. Ganon. In fact, yung mga nakita mo ba yung mga simulator doon, ibibigay sa atin yung grant. So yung Railroad Institute na itatayo natin, kung anong nakita mo, yung mga simulations doon, ganun din ho ang bibitbitin natin papunta sa Pilipinas.
Mock-up tunnel,
Yes.
mock-up railway.
Yes. Actually, I designed this tunnel.
You designed this. Very, very good design. So it's not only textbook, but they can all also experience the mock-up.
Yes. It is very important.
Welcome to the subway. Let's go to Ginza line over there. And this is lost and found.
Yeah.
Could be a pet, it could be anything. They have a lost and found room. And a room also for the PWDs, or persons with disabilities.
See-through toilets. This is a training tool for architecture.
Oh, it's real. What you're looking at is a mock-up subway station. And this is the training facility here in Tokyo. So basically, this is what we hope to accomplish in the Philippines.
Economic experts foresee the peso to move within the target range this year as they ally fears that the currency's weakening will continue to worsen inflation. More on this from Miguel Hill.
The peso's depreciation against the dollar is no cause for alarm, as its average rate is expected to remain within the target range for the year of 52 to 53 to the greenback. NEDA Undersecretary Rosemary Edilion says the average rate of 52 pesos versus the US dollar is likely to stay within the range expected by the Development Budget Coordination Committee. The peso closed at 53 pesos 43 centavos to the US dollar on Monday from its previous close of 53 pesos 34 centavos. Analysts of the First Metro Investment Corporation and the University of Asia and the Pacific have noted that the 10% depreciation adds only around 0.5% to inflation. The resulting additional inflation would only be 0.3% if the foreign exchange rate averages 6% higher. De Leon, meanwhile, said the government is undertaking measures to curb inflation, such as the entry of cheap rice in the market and vigilant monitoring of fresh produce. From the PNA Newsroom, I am Miguel Hill.
Property developer Mega World has inaugurated a 2.2 billion peso lifestyle mall in its Iloilo Business Park Township. Kevin Tan, Senior Vice President and Head of Mega World Lifestyle Mall, says the Festive Walk Mall aims to pioneer the lifestyle mall concept in Western Visayas. The mall offers 90,000 square meters of gross floor area of shopping, dining, leisure, and entertainment, highlighted by the state-of-the-art cinemas. Festive Walk Mall won the award for Best Retail Architectural Design at the 2018 Philippines Property Awards. Mega World now has 17 full-scale lifestyle malls around the country, including Uptown Mall in Uptown Bonifacio, Venice Grand Canal in McKinley Hill, Southwoods Mall in Southwood City, and Eastwood Mall in Eastwood City. Police have apprehended more than 300 violators of local laws as part of a new campaign spearheaded by the Police Regional Office 12. Superintendent Aldrin Gonzalez, PRO 12 Public Information Officer, says the apprehensions were in line with the pilot implementation in the City of Joint Operation Planner, OPLAN, Mapayapa. The campaign is in compliance with President Rodrigo Duterte's directive for the strict enforcement of national and local laws to prevent the occurrence of crimes and other related incidents. Majority of the apprehensions involved traffic-related violations, the city's anti-smoking ordinance, and drinking of alcohol in unauthorized places. The operating units also rescued minors who were caught violating the designated curfew hours. Based on the directive from Chief Superintendent Marcelo Morales, Region 12 Police Director, the campaign will be replicated later in other key areas in Region 12 or SOC Sergeant. Police assured that they will be strict and fair and will not apprehend any idle individual or tambay who are simply out in the streets. The COMELEC has declared the voters' registration in Surigao del Sur as successful despite the absence of mass-produced modified registration forms. Provincial Election Supervisor Ernie Palanan admitted that such a situation was no longer new to state workers like them, saying that they have to make do of what they have in order to keep the ball rolling. Palanan revealed that at least residents went to the nearest COMELEC offices to avail of the chance to register, with some 90 registrants recorded showing up. He said that with the help of the media information dissemination on the registration also worked in their favor. The COMELEC set the period for filing of application for registration of voters from July 2 to September 29, 2018. Local officials of Tubod, Lanao del Norte have hailed the success of the town's participation in the national simultaneous earthquake drill. More on this from Lade Cabagani.
The municipality of Tubod, Lanao del Norte demonstrated its readiness for possible earthquake that may happen in the future as a result of the second quarter nationwide simultaneous earthquake drill. The Office of the Civil Defense Region 10 chose Tubod Municipality as the regional ceremonial venue for Northern Mindanao. A fault line system is identified in Tubod town and is considered as an earthquake high-risk area following considerable chances of shakes to hit. The June drill is the second for this year, with the other drill conducted last February 15. OCD Regional Director RDRRMC Region 10 Chairperson Rosario Arnel Gonzalez Jr. said that the drill aims to provide safety measures and instill public awareness on disaster preparedness. It also aims to demonstrate disaster alertness of the local government and the Municipal Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council.
Pero ang ginagawa po natin sa Office of Civil Defense at lalo na sa ating mga Disaster Risk Reduction Management Council ay i-promote yung awareness, preparedness sa ating communities, no po? Para magkaroon ng confidence ang ating mga communities kung paano iharapin ang isang earthquake disaster.
Gonzales explained that there is a need for public to know that the government is capable of doing emergency response operation during the occurrence of earthquakes. Based on the assessment, Gonzales believed that the results of drill have already met their agency's expectations. Drills held in schools can engage multiplier effect among children, wherein people's awareness is expanding, especially within the family. The activity aims to strengthen the interoperability at all levels, from the regional to provincial and local sectors, as well as developing a common operational picture through information sharing during disaster management operations. The highlights this year is strengthening incident command system by showcasing government's disaster response capacity through an immediate building of command posts, organizing incident management team and response cluster. Meanwhile, Mayor Leoncio Bagul lauds the presence of participating sectors for completing the drill despite the bad weather. The drill was able to demonstrate the impact of shakes based on municipal earthquake impact reduction study, rapid damage assessment and needs analysis, camp coordination and management, rescue and retrieval operations, fire suppression, emergency medical response and management of the dead and missing.
For PNA Newsroom, Lead Kabagani, Philippine Information Agency.
Up next, police dismantle a kidnapping syndicate operating in the New Bilibid prison. And the FIBA steps in to probe the brawl between Gilas Pilipinas and Australia in its World Cup qualifiers. These and more when the PNA Newsroom returns.
Nasa isang train simulator po tayo dito sa Learning Center sa Tokyo. At subukan ko maging piloto, maging driver ng train. Si ambassador ng konduktor ko. It's like it's real. Mr. Ambassador, we're going to Makati. Okay, go back to your residence, okay? In Makati. Welcome to the Quezon City train station. This is very possible in the Philippines. It will happen within the Duterte administration, sabi ni Secretary Tugade. And the Japanese government is helping us. They are the ones spearheading the training and also the construction of the subway or the metro in the Philippines. The first one will be in Metro Manila. Nabanggit mo na from 77 kilometers of railway.
Katapusan, gusto natin kung mangyari dyan. Matutumbok natin yung 1,900 kilometers.
1,900 kilometers. Napaka...
Yung Mindanao ho, 600. Yung sa Bicol ho, 600 dyan. Umpisahan yan. Yung sa kapaligiran ng Tutuban, pag sumahin mo yan, aabot ka ng tinatarget namin mga 1,900.
So within our lifetime, at least magkakaroon tayo, matitikman, mararanasan natin na makasakay ng subway sa Quezon City.
Oo naman. Oo naman. Oo naman. Yun ho, hangarin ho ng Pangulo at bibigyan katuparan natin yung hangarin ng Pangulo.
Malacanang believes that the lack of coordination led to the deaths of the 6 rookie police officers and wounding of 9 others during the summer misencounter on June 25. Presidential spokesperson Harry Roque says that while there was no criminal intent in the incident, President Rodrigo Duterte suspects lapses in coordination between the two forces. Roque said President Duterte took full responsibility for the incident to put an end to the blame game surrounding the misencounter between 33 policemen and 17 soldiers in Santa Rita, Samar. He added that the president wants to prevent a repeat of an incident such as this. On the other hand, Roque clarified that a proper investigation would still be conducted based on the president's order. He also assured families of the slain policemen that the government would provide them with all their needs while investigations are ongoing. The Board of Inquiry, which was formed to probe the misencounter, will submit the result of its investigation to AFP Chief of Staff Carlito Galvez on Wednesday. Authorities have dismantled a kidnapping syndicate based in the New Bilibid prison. The PNP anti-kidnapping group arrested Tyrone de la Cruz, a convicted inmate in maximum security, was identified as a mastermind. The group was reportedly behind the kidnapping of businessman Juan Boyu from Cabuyao, Laguna last June 24. Yu was retrieved 3 days later at the Canlubang Golf Club. PNP AKG Director Glenn Dumlao identified De La Cruz as one of those who negotiated for the payment of a 15 million peso ransom, which was then lowered to 2.5 million. Police also arrested 4 of De La Cruz's cohorts outside the Bilibid prison. 8 other syndicate members, including a former policeman identified as Marlon Sangalang, are still on the run. FIBA is opening disciplinary proceedings against the Philippines and Australia following the brawl during the 2019 FIBA World Cup Asian qualifying match. The two teams had figured in a bench-clearing melee at the third quarter of the game held at the Philippine Arena in Bocaue, Bulacan. A heated exchange of blows led to the ejection of 9 Gilas Pilipinas players and 4 Australians. The Boomers won by default, 89-53, placing the team at the top spot of Group B. In a tweet following the brawl, FIBA said the decision on the disciplinary proceedings will be communicated in a few days. The Bangsamoro has a rich history and cultural heritage, which it hopes to share with the opening of a mock village exhibit featuring the provinces of the ARMM. Here's our report.
The autonomous region in Muslim Mindanao recently opened its grandest mock village exhibit that showcases the variety of cultures, traditions, history, and unity of the Bangsamoro people. The display aims to give the public a glimpse of the Bangsamoro's rich cultural heritage and to bring lifelike presentations of unity amidst diversity of the culture of the region's people. Individuals, Moro and non-Moro alike, can also learn from, appreciate, and experience such a cultural event. The exhibit, located inside the Sharif Kabunsuan complex, features village replicas representing each of the ARMM's 5 provinces: Maguindanao, Lanao del Sur, Basilan, Sulu, and Tawi-Tawi. Among the mock cultural villages in the exhibit is that of the province of Maguindanao, which literally means floodplain. Maguindanaoan, as the people of the province are called, are among the many ethnic groups in the country. A gigantic kampilan welcomes visitors as they enter the Maguindanao village. The kampilan or sword is one of the well-preserved artifacts featured in the village. The main attraction is a replica of Tulugan or the House of Sultan, which symbolizes the government of the Maguindanaoans. Found inside is the Kulintang Insam, a set of the most important musical instruments of the Maguindanaoan tribe. The Tulugan is also adorned with colorful traditional intertwines such as the inaul, tudong, and galang or brassware. These objects usually decorate the affluent Maguindanao home, indicating wealth and status. Through the exhibit, people will get to experience what it is like to be part of a diverse yet united community that is the Bangsamoro. For the PNA Newsroom, I'm Janice Cave.
Let's now check out the weather forecast for Metro Manila and the rest of the country. Here's another look at today's top stories. Batangas Province mourns the death of Mayor Antonio Halili as police investigate possible motives for the murder. A survey conducted by Malacanang indicates that the majority of Filipinos are supportive of the government's efforts to fight illegal drugs. In General Santos City, over 300 persons are arrested for violation of traffic and other local ordinances. And police dismantle a kidnapping syndicate operating in the new Bilibid prison. Thank you for watching another edition of the PNA Newsroom. To check out these and other stories, visit the PNA website or follow the Philippine News Agency on Facebook and Twitter. For more stories about the government and how it serves the Filipinos, look for these hashtags in all for social media platforms and websites. And that's your daily dose of the latest news and information that you need to know from the PNA Newsroom. I'm Pia Rosas Morato. Good day.